Hola chicos, this is Madeline, one of the English assistants at school. I hope you guys are still having fun even though we are inside and away from school. I hope you guys are keeping up with your schoolwork, but I also have a fun activity that I would love to show you guys. So I found this book. It's called The Children's Book of Art. I figured this would be a great break from your math and your natural science that you guys are working on. It's something creative and just a fun drawing activity that you guys could do if you'd like. So this book I found and I would love to read a little bit of it to you. So what is art? Art is a vast subject including all kinds of pictures and sculptures. This book introduces 32 works by some of the world's most famous artists. This is only a small selection, but it reveals huge differences in what artists do. So why do we make art? Artists make art for many reasons. Sometimes they just want to create something beautiful. But hundreds of years ago, when many people couldn't read, paintings were often designed to tell stories, especially Bible stories like religion. And a lot of paintings were made to decorate churches. So this painting right here, this could have been found in a cathedral or a church, as is the one below it. So making pictures. There are almost as many ways of making pictures as there are artists. Most of the pictures reproduced in this book are paintings, but there are also drawings, prints, collages, and photographs. So different kinds of pictures. What kind of pictures are there? There are lots of different kinds of pictures. And picture-making materials. Here are some of the common ones you will come across in this book. So they have pastels right here at the bottom, or right here. Pastels, it's kind of like a type of crayon. We have paints, like watercolor, which I'm sure you guys are familiar with. Down here, we got prints, collages, which are when you guys cut out pictures from magazines or books to make a collage. So all sorts of different types of stuff to use. So this picture, I'm sure you're very familiar with. It's called the Mona Lisa. It is an example of a self-portrait. So this woman was one of the most famous faces in the world. But no one knows who she was. Leonardo da Vinci, who was the artist, spent years on her portrait, now known as the Mona Lisa. He painted her with delicate, almost invisible brush strokes, deliberately blurring out the corners of her eyes and her mouth to give her a mysterious smile. So you guys could draw your mom or your dad or your brother or your sister. They could sit and pose for you as you draw them. You could draw their face and their body, if they're smiling or if they're frowning. You can add all sorts of details to their self-portrait. So that's a fun idea. Next painting I wanted to show you guys, this one's called Hunters in the Snow. And it was painted by Peter Bruegel. So Peter Bruegel deliberately filled his picture with wintry blues and greens. These are known as cool colors because they are colors of water and ice and make things feel chilly. So cool colors are green, blue, purple, brown, kind of dark, sad, mysterious colors. But on the other hand, red and orange are known as warm colors because they are colors of fire and sunshine and make things look warm. So warm colors are red, orange, yellow, pink. They kind of bring out that happiness and joy in paintings. So I decided to do a warm and cool color drawing. So for my warm one, I drew a sunset. You can see there. So I have yellow and orange and red. It kind of goes from light to dark. This is my warm color picture. And then for my cool color, I decided to draw this. So I have green and brown. I've got some blues and purples. So these are pine trees. And pine trees are found in North America, in the very northern part of the continent. And actually, where I'm from in Minnesota, you find a lot of these pine trees everywhere. So they're found in very cold climates. Along with these are called cabins, and people will live in these cabins in cold climates. So this is my cool color drawing. So that's another idea. The next painting, this one's called Everyday Scenes. So this artist, Rembrandt, he was a Dutch artist. He drew things just in his house that he decided he would love to draw. So this is an easel. He may have had that lying in his living room or his kitchen. This is a woman. It could have been his mom or his sister. She's just cooking dinner, it looks like. So you could draw your mom or your dad cooking dinner, or your brother or your sister watching TV. Anything. They don't have to be posing like in the Mona Lisa. They could be doing any ordinary activity at the house. So that's another fun idea. I'm sure you're familiar with this next artist. This is Pablo Picasso, and he is a very famous Spanish artist. So Pablo Picasso, this colorful picture shows 3 musicians in old theatrical costumes. On the left, right here, there is a clarinet player wearing a white Perrault suit. A Perrault was a type of clown. And there's a dog behind him. Can you guys find the dog in the painting right here? You see it? Right here. He's disguised. So in the middle, right here, there's a guitarist dressed as a harlequin, which was another kind of clown. And then a singer was on the right, and he's wearing a monk's robe. So Pablo Picasso loved to draw paintings with people with not the ordinary face, not the ordinary round face. He drew his people with square faces, rectangle faces, triangle faces. So that would be a fun challenge, to draw somebody with just triangles or just squares, just rectangles. That would be something interesting. So the last painting that I wanted to show you guys is one of my favorites. This is by the artist of Vincent van Gogh, and he was another Dutch artist. So Vincent van Gogh moved to Arles in the south of France, which was attracted by a sunny southern landscape, kind of like España. And it attracted fields full of sunflowers. So these are sunflowers, and are one of my favorite flowers. Vincent van Gogh loved the local sunflowers and painted them again and again, working rapidly in thick, bumpy layers of paint. He used the paintings to decorate his house and welcomed his friends who came to visit. The picture on the left shows a dozen flowers crammed into a small clay jar. They are meant to dazzle viewers with their brilliant color. Van Gogh also believed colors were symbolic to him, and yellow represented happiness and friendship. So I think happiness is something we all need right now, as we're unsure of what's going to happen with school. But I encourage all of you guys to try drawing a picture like the ones I just showed you. If you do so, please bring them to school when we all come back. I would love to see them. But in the meantime, please stay inside, stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you guys very soon when we return to school. Adios.